And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, across our beloved Kyber Empire. It's great to be in the Empire today. You're watching I don't know how the news, the only news you'll ever need, because you have no other choice. Guys, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. It's an absolute honor to have you guys be a part of my life and me be a part of your life in whatever minor way possible. People always ask me, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for your Christmas? I'm like, you know what? I got everything I want. I got an amazing family, friends, and I have you amazing folks that hang out with me. What more could I possibly ask for? So thank you for all the love you guys have given me over the years. And well, speaking of love, I want to put this out there. There might be a chance Keller and Beck come out today, or it gets announced today. We'll talk about that, but I didn't want to talk about this. It's starting to sound like a boy who cries wolf scenario, but people keep asking me about it. There are more Lightspeed bundles that are showing up in the bowels of Galaxy of Heroes. We're gonna talk about it, I guess. But what better way to start this off? Oh, by doing a little bit of double drop pulls. It's the last day for double drops. I hope you guys had a prosperous double drop week. Unfortunately, it's got to end on our birthday, but let's end with a bang. I started farming Hondo yesterday because I already got pretty much most of my relics hoarded up for Jabba. So I'm like, I'm gonna start working on my next project, which is gonna be Dr. Aphra. So really quick, with me right now, if you guys want to pull out your game, let's go ahead and get some pulls together. Maybe we'll all have better RNGs if we work together. Yeah, you know what? I'll spoil myself. Let's do a 200 in there. Oh yeah. All right, let's watch this. All right, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Oh no, we can do better. We can do better than that. I had a 40 some pull. Yes, let's do another one. Come on. 28. Okay, let's see. 32, there you go. Look me in the tactical scanners and you tell me hard nodes are a better farm. Get out of here. I kind of wish in hindsight, not hindsight, they'd get rid of the stupid crystal refresh cost of hard nodes. Maybe it wouldn't be as bad if you could just keep spending all your energy, but dang, I mean, look at this dude. I started farming him yesterday. He was only at 3 stars, and I'm like, if I would have farmed, I probably could have farmed all of the Aphra requirements, Sana and Honda, over the past week. Nonetheless, we're almost at a finish line for all the Dr. Aphra requirements. Speaking of requirements, let's talk about this here. So people are asking as well, when are we getting the last Kellerin back requirement? We just got IG-12 and Grogu 2 Thursdays ago. I haven't made a review video on it because the raid kind of came in and interrupted everything, and then the Grand Arenas started coming and stuff. I hope maybe tomorrow we'll talk about IG-12 and Grogu, but nothing really pressing to really report on IG-12 and Grogu at the moment. I'm sure it's going to be a big deal. Historically, we don't get too many characters in December. There are, of course, situations where, like Resistance, Hero Finn, and all the SLKR raid requirements, they came out pretty late in December. Most of the time, when we look at like the later part of marquee characters of the year, usually they come out in the last little bit of November or the very latest, like the first week or so of December. So I'm expecting Keller and Beck, if they're going to try to push out this Bo-Katan Mandalore by the end of the year, I'm assuming we'd probably see them either this week at the earliest or maybe next week. But here you go, for example, Mara Jade and Talon, they were released kind of in that first weekish of December. So keep your eyes peeled. It might come out today when we'll get announcements of Keller and Beck. We'll talk all about it, and maybe he'll come out Thursday. I want to talk about this right here because, man, the Lightspeed bundles were a significant thing for the community. And from a revenue perspective, we saw there was a noticeable bump in some players coming back. We saw a noticeable bump in revenue. So it's a big deal on many fronts. I was very surprised that we didn't get any Lightspeed bundles for this past week of the anniversary. Seems like a good time. People keep asking me about this, so let's talk about it. I didn't really... If we don't see any more Lightspeed bundles come, I don't know if there's really anything. I'm gonna keep talking about this because we are still waiting on the Lightspeed bundles we saw that were in the data mines back in October 20th. And we're like, oh, there's more Lightspeed bundles coming. We have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. And then so we're like, all right, there's more coming. These Lightspeed bundles never came to Galaxy of Heroes. They just haven't. So again, sometimes you'll see something in data mine. Most times it happens right away. This is a scenario where we're not seeing these Lightspeed bundles come out right away. And in the data mines just a couple days ago, we're seeing it again. where now there's an 8, 9, 10 Lightspeed bundle, and you can see people get so hyped about this. It's crazy how the game economy made us like, we want to give them our money. Let me spend money on your game, Capital Games. And people are going wild and they're speculating on all the possible bundles that could be coming. Here's Reddit. Like it's for the most part, people are very positive about these packs. Of course, I do understand there are some criticisms and negative detractions about the pack. You know, I farmed for 5 years. Everyone else should suffer the same. And you guys know my opinion on the matter. I don't, just because we suffer doesn't mean the next group of people has to suffer. We want to make this game expensive, especially with over 200 some characters to collect in this game. It's kind of a pain in the butt. They try to keep up if you're a brand new player. So people are kind of going on their wildest imaginations on what these packs could be. I mean, keep in mind, these don't necessarily have to be Galactic Legends. I know our first Jesus, his hat's very complicated to wear. Our first thoughts, oh, Galactic Legends, because primarily they are Galactic Legend bundles, but keep in mind there also could be ship bundles. We had packs to help out the Radis farm. We had packs to help out Star Killer. So I'm not too sure if I can promise that you're gonna get like a Sith Eternal Jedi Master loot pack, which would be the next thing in line after Rey and Kylo. And you know, okay, you know, boy, a Master loot pack would be super interesting, especially since how the Luke requirements kind of tied a little bit of Leia and Jabba up. But I'm seeing a lot of people talk about maybe what simpler things. Why not like a Phoenix bundle? You know, Phoenix are on the forefront of people's minds. I definitely did not lose the Grand Arena by a few points because the Phoenix tripped me up. They're a great team. People want to get a hold of them. And also, Captain Rex would help out with the Leia farm a little bit there. But some people are going as far as like Ewoks, simpler things like Gene Odin. So I'm just telling Capital Games, they don't necessarily have to be these expensive, you know, big packs that are worth thousands of dollars for Galactic Legend. I'm sure people would want them to speed up the farm a little bit, but it could be just something very simple. It could maybe be a Dr. Aphra pack. I'm farming Dr. Aphra for my free-to-play account because I got BT for free in the 7-star pack we got earlier on this year. Some people just might want a simple thing like that. Getting Dr. Aphra, kind of like Star Killer. Star Killer was a little bit more expensive. My guess is Star Killer is a little bit more new, so that's maybe why they say, okay, yeah, we're not gonna do that, but you know, we're not gonna make it that cheap. So you know what? Just putting it on the radar so I could say I talked to you guys about it. I told you guys. I will say though, if we don't see any more Lightspeed bundles come out, but we keep seeing them in data mines, I would say don't expect me to report on them because it sounds like a boy who cries Lightspeed bundles. You know, the one time, okay, you know, in the wise words of George W. Bush, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Look, you fooled me, you can't fool me again. Wise words. Why? I don't know if most people even know that reference. For some reason, that always stuck in my mind. Anyways, y'all, I just wanted to have a quick AHN episode with you. Keep in mind, again, maybe later on today, Keller and Beck might be getting announced. So that way in the last part of November, we'll have them unlockable. Keep in mind, though, I always want to say we've been kind of seeing this trend. Don't expect all these requirements to be free to play farmable by the time it comes out. We saw that with Star Killer, Dr. Aphra, the Inquisitors, Cal, Leia. So I think it's kind of it's an understanding that we're not to expect all the requirements to be free to play accessible at the time of launch. Anyways, one more time, thank you so much for all the love over the years you've given me. You guys truly are the greatest aspect of my life. It's so awesome being able to hang out with you guys. Have the privilege of being with you all because time is our most valuable asset, and that really makes me want to see at the end of the day how it's great to be. This stupid hat is driving me crazy. The Empire today, Garrett, get this hat off!